here's number 26. So this is lesson 41, number 26. And it's got a picture. Oh wait, no, it doesn't have a picture. Is this the right one? It wants the resultant?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, those ones, they're gonna linger and you're gonna have to get comfortable with them. I see they're making them a little more difficult because this has a negative hypotenuse, which might not be the easiest thing for you guys. And we get to write it in polar form, yay. Okay, so we're going to find the resultant, which means we're going to find the i's and the j's for each one of them. We're going to add them up, and then we're going to turn it back into polar. So I just go ahead and draw the picture. I know all students take calculus. I have a hypotenuse of -2. I have an angle of 140. First I'll find my angle. That's 90. That's 180. 140 is right in here somewhere. But remember that this is 140. But remember that when it has a negative hypotenuse, remember we kind of flip it over that's the x-axis. Flip it over the x-axis, so it's really going to come down here. Wait a second. Now I got myself confused. And I don't have my good answer book today either. That's bad. Am I right, you guys? Yeah, I think I'm right. So it flipped down here. So let's use this as our triangle, because some people got this right. So what's this angle? Oh, I know. We'll find this angle, and then we'll know that this angle is the same as this angle. So if that's 1/8, is it 40? So that's 40. Okay, so this no problem. We got it. And then, so now I'm just gonna, instead of, remember you can just go 2 cosine 40 and then 2 sine 40. That's going to give me my x and my y's, like my x-coordinate and my y-coordinate. And I'll just look at what quadrant I'm in and to be able to see like if stuff's positive or negative. So I know that some of you already know how to do this with just your calculator, but I'm going to kind of rely on what quadrant it's in to tell me what's positive and negative. So I'm just going to go 2 cosine of 40, and that's equal to this 1.532. I noticed your book likes to round to 4 decimal places, so cosine would be positive here. So it's 1.5321. Okay, and then sine, I guess sine's going to be negative over here. 2, can you guys see that? 2 sine of 40. And that's 1.2856. Oops. 1.2856. Now I forgot my little I hat, and my little j hat. Okay, that's the first one, and then the second, I'll just make a little squiggly. And then this one again is gonna, hey, do I even need to draw it? Well, you know, because you know you're just gonna go like this. 8 cosine 150. Are there those of you in here who don't feel like they need to draw it anymore?
Sure. Yeah, I can see what you're doing.
Yeah. I still don't trust myself with the signs, and not sure that that my calculator's gonna give me the right one. So I'm still gonna find it on here. I'm kind of a baby like that. So I know that it's right in here somewhere, right? If it's 150. So cosine's gonna be negative, and sine, that should say sine, and sine's gonna be positive. So that's all. That's kind of part of the reason for drawing it. Also, to get your reference angle, wait a second. I'm going to stick with my way. I'm going to stick with it. There's my triangle, right? That's 150. That's 30. Yeah. But you know, your calculator does probably know. Like, I think your calculator does know this, and if you want to check that on your calculator, you might not need to go through all this drawing of all these angles. Because if I were totally sure that my calculator wasn't going to screw me up, I would, I probably wouldn't draw all this stuff anymore. Okay, so I know, okay, 8 cosine 30. So it gave me, hey.
But it's in the S, so it's going to be negative.
Yeah. So maybe I wonder though if your calculator, like if you pushed in the 150, I think your calculator would know that it's
negative 6 points.
Yeah, so if you feel very confident with pushing the buttons on your calculator, we can kind of ease away from the picture drawing, but although I don't want you to, I still want you to know the concept, but 8 sine 30, but just, oh, that's only 4, that's because sine is a half. This looks familiar, have I done this problem before?
Probably.
Plus 8j, j hat. It's getting a little messy. So now I'm going to add the I hats to each other and add the j hats to each other. So I'm just going to probably do that on my calculator. 1.5321. I'm just adding the two I hats together, so 1.5321. Isn't that right?
Yeah, he's saying 8 sine of 30 is just 4.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You're right. I was looking at it and yeah, I wrote down the wrong thing. Yeah, and I even said because sine of 30 is a half and half of 8 is 4, and then I wrote down the 8 anyway. Gosh, thank you. That would have messed everything all up real bad. Okay, minus 6.9282. Wow, now I'm just pushing all the buttons on my calculator. And I got negative 5.3961. I hat. And then let's see, I got that and plus that. Minus 1.2856. And I got 2.7144. Did anyone else get something sort of like that?
Yep.
Sure. Okay, so then we're going to put it back in polar. So to put it back in polar, our little triangle that we're drawing, it's over here by 5, like from here to here is like 5, I don't know, between 5 and 6, right? And then the up part is like 2, so it's going to be like right here. Okay, this side is 5.3961. This side is 2.7144, bless you. And we can use Pythagorean theorem to find, so we're going to write the radius times, or the radius at, and then this is going to be the degrees. Okay, the radius can be found by Pythagorean theorem. So I've already got the 27144 in my calculator, so I'm just going to push the square button. And that gave me that number. Ew. Okay, so I'm just going to do all this in my calculator. Plus 53961 squared. And I got 36.485 bloody bloody blah squared, but then I need to take the square root. Square root answer. Yeah, 6.04-ish. Did anyone get something sort of like that?
Yep.
Okay. And then how do I get the angle right here? Which SOHCAHTOA can I use to get the angle? I need this little reference angle.
Opposite over adjacent.
Opposite. Good. So that's tangent. So I'm going to say tangent of theta equals opposite, which is 2.7144 over adjacent, 5.3961. So put that in my calculator and I'll get tangent of 2.7144 divided by 5.3961, and I get some funky answer. So this is I got 8.7797 blah 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 times 10 to the negative 3. Oh wait, I should have inverse tangented it. Blech. Sorry. Inverse tangent. 2 point... I didn't inverse tangent, did I? 4 divided by 5. You can't see this because I'm tilting it wrong. 5.3961 equals, and then you got a inverse tangent. It says shift tangent. Oh, answer equals. Did anyone get... Well, then I have to add that to, like, if that's 26.7-ish right there, then really it's 180 minus 26.7 because of this angle right here. So I'm going to do that thing where I cheat and I subtract 180 from that number, and I'm going to get a negative number, but I know it's positive. So that's one. So I think this is 153.2962. I'm going to call it 153.3. And then I'm going to check in my book and see what it says. Whoops. That was number 26. This is 41, number 26. They got 153.30. So put a 0 on the end of it and it'll match the book. Okay. And I think I just saved myself from having to do this 2 more times. So here's the answer right here.